Join me as I dive into some powerful Bible verses and see if they can really change my life forever. I believe that the Bible has the power to transform lives, to bring hope, inspiration, and guidance to those who need it. And today, I want to explore how some of the most powerful Bible verses can do just that, change our lives forever. We've all been there, right? Feeling lost, uncertain, and unsure of which direction to take. Struggling with doubts, fears, and worries that seem to weigh us down. Maybe you're feeling stuck in a rut, like you're not living up to your full potential. Or perhaps you're searching for meaning and purpose, but can't seem to find it. Whatever it is, we've all experienced those moments of feeling overwhelmed and unsure of what to do next. I think that's one of the most universal human experiences, feeling like we're not good enough, like we're not doing enough, like we're just not enough. And it's in those moments that we need guidance, we need direction, and we need hope. We need to be reminded that we're not alone, that there's a higher power at work in our lives, and that we have the ability to overcome anything that comes our way. When we're feeling lost and uncertain, it's easy to get caught up in our own thoughts and worries. We start to focus on our own shortcomings, and we forget that we're not in control. We forget that there's a God who loves us, who cares for us, and who wants to guide us. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today, how the Bible can be that guiding light in our lives. Let's dive into some powerful Bible verses that can inspire change and transformation in our lives. One of my favorites is Philippians 4:13, which says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." This verse is so powerful because it reminds us that we're not alone, that we have a God who is with us, who is for us, and who is empowering us to overcome anything. It's a verse that gives us confidence, that gives us hope, and that encourages us to keep moving forward, even when the going gets tough. Another powerful verse is Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse is amazing because it reminds us that God has a plan for our lives, that He has a purpose for us, and that He wants to prosper us, not harm us. It's a verse that gives us hope, that gives us direction, and that encourages us to trust in God's sovereignty. I also love Romans 8:28, which says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to His purpose." This verse is so powerful because it reminds us that everything that happens in our lives, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is working together for our good. It's a verse that gives us perspective, that gives us peace, and that encourages us to trust in God's goodness. One of the most powerful Bible verses that has personally impacted my life is Psalm 23:4, which says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This verse has been a source of comfort and strength for me during some of the toughest times in my life. It reminds me that no matter what I'm going through, God is with me, and that He's guiding me through the darkest of times. I remember a time in my life when I was feeling lost and uncertain, and I stumbled upon this verse. It was like a breath of fresh air, a reminder that I wasn't alone, and that God was with me. It gave me the courage to keep moving forward, even when it felt like everything was against me. And I believe that it can do the same for you. These Bible verses have the power to transform our lives, to give us hope, inspiration, and guidance. They remind us that we're not alone, that we're not in control, and that we have a God who loves us and wants to guide us. And I believe that if we can apply these verses to our lives, we can experience real change and transformation. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today, to take these Bible verses, to meditate on them, to memorize them, and to apply them to your life. See how they can inspire change and transformation in your own life, and then share them with others. And before I go, I want to invite you to share your own favorite Bible verses in the comments below. What are the verses that have inspired change and transformation in your life? Let's encourage and uplift each other, and let's continue to spread hope and inspiration to those around us. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more inspirational content, and let's continue to dive into the powerful words of the Bible together.